Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren and this channel is all about my homeschooling and motherhood journey. This video we are getting into our fall homeschooling, surrounded by workbooks literally all around me. So I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what I'm thinking for fall and what I'm hoping will work. We are doing some things a little bit differently, so it's, exciting, but I'm also just hoping that everything goes how I'm thinking that it should go, how it's going in my head, all of that. So let's just get straight into it. Now, what we did differently over this last summer is that we really didn't take a break. We focus more on like workbooks. We did a few science kits. Of course, we took a lot of field trips, that sort of thing. So the first schedule change for this fall is that we are going to be trying out a loop schedule. Now, if you're like me, you're probably like, what is that? I really just learned about what a loop schedule was, how it works. Of course, I've heard about it before, but I didn't really know what that meant. So if you're not familiar with it, I'll try to explain it the best I can. What it is that you choose maybe 3 or 4 core subjects that you are sure that you want to go over pretty much every single day. And then you have your loop subjects, which these are subjects which you're fine with going over, maybe once a week sort of thing. For example of how it would work is, I have everything written down. Our core subjects for this fall are reading/phonics, math, and history/geography. Those are our core subjects. Our loop subjects are science, unit studies, art, and handwriting. So for example, on like a Monday, we would do our reading, math, and history, and then we would choose one of the loop subjects to go over. So let's say we choose science. And the next day, as you can see, they're written down. The next day, I would just go to the next loop subjects, which might be, the unit studies or art or handwriting. And we would just keep going down the list like that. And then what I like about it is that by not saying like, Mondays are science and Tuesdays are unit studies, if we miss a Monday or miss a Tuesday, it's really not that big of a deal. It's not like, oh my gosh, we missed our science Monday, we missed our unit study. You just keep going down the list. I hope that makes sense. But I'm thinking that this will work really well for us and for our schedule. So it's trial and error. We just have to wait and see exactly how it goes once we actually start doing it, but I'm hoping that this will work out well for us. Now, I did want to dive a little bit deeper into our core subjects and loop subjects and the resources that I'm thinking that we're going to be using. The things that I'm going to show you will not be the only resources that we'll use for those subjects, just like the main resources. Of course, I'm still going to utilize a lot of online sources, from YouTube, Scholastic, education.com. I mean, the list goes on in terms of what's available and what's out there. But these are like the main things that we'll use for those subjects. First up is reading/phonics. And I will show you what I'll use for August and for Axel. Okay, so first is for August. And for his reading and phonics, we will be using from Phonics to Reading, which we've already started using this book over the summer, but we're going to really start using it more consistently. And that's Arrow. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I really love this book from what we've done so far, but I will tell you one thing. Okay, so I was looking for a phonics book for quite a while, and I saw that Nakia Washington, who's also on YouTube. Side note, if you don't subscribe to her already, definitely do that. She's an amazing homeschool mom. Anyway, she's using this for her kids. So I watched a video and I was like, I think this will work well for us too. So I went on Amazon. I saw that they had the student book as well as the teacher's guide. Now, for some reason, the student book is like $30, okay? The teacher's guide is like $70. Huh? Okay. For some reason, the student book is like $30, but the teacher's guide was like $70. That was the cheapest. I saw as much as like $90 for the teacher's edition. And I thought, surely we can make it work with the student book. Don't make my mistake. Go ahead, if you want to try out the From Phonics to Reading book, go ahead and get both. Trust me. You just bite the bullet and get both of the books. You'll thank me later. Don't make my mistake. While August is working on the From Phonics to Reading book and his other phonics resources, Axel will be doing more hands-on activities, learning her letter sounds and letter recognition, using a lot of electronic resources like ABC Mouse, Duo ABC, you know, things like that. So that is how we will tackle reading and phonics for August and Axel. Next up is math. Now for math, they will come back together and work together on Schiller Learning. Now, I don't know if you remember me doing an unboxing of Schiller Learning several months ago. I also wrote a review on my blog. If you want to check that out, I'll link it in the description. But we really loved Schiller Learning. What's great about Schiller Learning is that it covers math from kindergarten all the way through 3rd grade. So we really like this. So I'm hoping that we will just continue it on for the next, you know, couple years or whatever it is. So yeah, this is what we're going to do for math, for August, and for Axel. And if you didn't catch the unboxing, I'll show you what a couple pages look like in here. I really appreciate their approach to math. It's not something that feels overwhelming at all. And many of the activities are hands-on. The Schiller Learning math kit includes the workbooks, of course, but it also includes a lot of hands-on materials, some math manipulates, you know, things like this, things like that are included in the kit. That's what we're going to do for math. For history and geography, I don't have a curriculum per se. We're going to really focus on looking at the maps that we have. I have this book as well as another atlas. My kids love both of them. We'll be looking mostly at resources like this, of course, using YouTube and other online resources as well to learn about geography. Now on the history side, we will be continuing on with Beautiful Feet. We started using that curriculum last school year and didn't finish it up. So we're planning on finishing it up. I really like Beautiful Feet. I love just how they didn't shy away from some negative things, especially when we speak about, you know, some historical heroes, quote unquote, that we've all heard about and read about. So I did like that. Of course, there's nothing gory or, you know, super negative. It just tells the truth in a way that is appropriate for its audience. Now on to our loop subjects. The first one up is science, and I don't have a curriculum for that one either. We do have a couple of science kits that we've worked on over the summer. One of them, I believe we have maybe 2 or 3 experiments left. So we'll go ahead and knock those out. And then after that, I'll probably just create experiments, you know, from what I see online. Science is one of those really fun things that my kids really enjoy, and I enjoy doing science experiments with them too. So I think they're really going to enjoy that loop subject. For art, I want to be really intentional about introducing art into our homeschool this year. More than just, you know, laying out paper and crayons and having them create art themselves. I want them to learn about different art mediums, about different artists, and just how important art is to our society. The resources that I'm going to use for art will mainly be online, so I will show you guys how I do that probably in another video as well. Handwriting. So with handwriting, I don't have a curriculum, but I do have a workbook that they will be using. They've already started using it, actually. August has. For August, he is sticking with Channy's, and I actually wrote a review on this one too if you want to check it out on my blog. This is what a typical page looks like, as you can see. I really like the size of the letters that they have the kids write. And August will typically do just 2 pages like this one and that one he'll do. And he, you know, enjoys it as much as one can enjoy handwriting, which is not the funnest thing in the world, but it is something that's necessary, and something that, you know, he does need to work on. He is in 1st grade now, and handwriting is becoming more important. So I want him to work on that and be confident in his handwriting. We started out using the Channy's pencils. that come with the workbook, and these worked great. August liked holding them. He liked how they, felt big. The only thing is that he still had trouble with gripping the pencil correctly, or in a way that was making it easy to write. He was doing a lot of this, kind of thing. So I actually bought these off Amazon, as you can see here, and it is pen pencil training grips. If I could open it. And this is what it comes with. This is the one that August uses the most, but the problem with the grips and the bigger pencils is that it doesn't fit. So we actually had to switch to the Tycon. I'm not even gonna attempt that. We had to switch to these pencils because they fit the grip. So you can see, just slide it in. Put your thumb, your pointer, middle finger, just like that. And this has helped tremendously. So August loves using the purple one. Axel uses these as well. She uses the little whale, and the same thing where you just put it in like that. She puts her pointer, thumb, middle finger underneath, and she's able to work on writing as well. And it's fun. Using the grips is fun. Again, handwriting is not fun, but it is important. So there you have it. Lastly is our unit studies. I want to always be doing a unit study just because I feel like it's a fun way to introduce a subject or a topic that you otherwise would not have gone over, wouldn't have learned about. The first unit study that we're going to do is based off of, or in response to, August's recent hospital trip. A couple weeks ago, he complained of stomach pains, and it was really bad. He was crying and everything. We took him to the emergency room, got in there, they checked him out, and they said, "You are constipated." So they got him cleared out, cleaned out, all of that. So he is good now, but I felt like this is a perfect opportunity to learn more about the digestive system and why it is important to eat a well-balanced diet and what happens to our bodies when we are not eating a well-balanced diet. So I feel like this will be very beneficial to him, and hopefully it will help my picky eater to want to eat more fruits and vegetables and things that have fiber and things that will get things going, So the first unit study is the digestive system. The second unit study that we will be going over will be about cars, and that was August's decision. He said that he wanted to learn more about cars, so I said, okay, let's do it. And I think this will be a fun one because my husband is going to be getting involved in this unit study with teaching August, Axel, and Arrow more about cars. And at the end of this study, we will be actually building a model car, which I think all the kids are going to love. They're going to be really excited about it. I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to both of those unit studies. So those are the subjects that I'm planning on tackling this semester. And again, it's trial and error, like with everything with homeschooling. So we will see how it goes. I'm hoping that this loop schedule is something that works for our family, and we'll just have to see. The second change that is happening this fall is that we will likely not be homeschooling in the morning anymore. And the reason for that is that I need to work. I work, and I have worked this entire time. I've never stopped working, but it's really been difficult to be fully focused on work, on the things that I need to focus on to make money. When I'm doing homeschooling in the morning, and then we might have an outing or something late morning, early afternoon, and then to come back and try to work, it's just really difficult. And I've been neglecting things that should not be neglected because working is important. So I am switching schedules and will be concentrating pretty solely on working in the morning to get a good solid 3 to 4 hours of work done in the morning. After work, I still want to incorporate some kind of outing or something where we're just, not inside, whether that's going on a walk, going to the park. We love going to the museum, the zoo, whatever it is, some kind of outing, at least a couple times a week, so that we're not just inside that entire time. And then after that is when I'm planning on getting into our actual like homeschool lesson. That's getting into the core here with our loop schedule, getting into those things. So I'm thinking that we will likely be homeschooling like late afternoon, early evening-ish. I think it's going to be fine. I think that my kids will still thrive on this schedule. But again, we'll just have to see. We'll have to see how that works for us with doing school in the evening, because my kids go to bed kind of early. So we'll see. We'll see how they feel about it, how it works for us. And I'm just hoping that it works, but also open to adjusting our schedule as needed, because I want this to work for us. So that is our fall homeschool plan, and I will keep you guys updated to let you know how it goes, what adjustments were needed, if it worked perfectly. Let's hope it works perfectly. We'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you are new here, thanks for sticking around and watching this video. Please do me a favor and like this video and subscribe to my channel, and also hit that bell notification so that you are notified when I post new content. Thanks y'all for watching.